Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Life Farming. We are going to be continuing today this massive millet harvest contract that we're on. We're currently working our way around field 28. As you can see, it's pretty huge. We've got this running on course play at the moment. Yeah, you can see that we've got this much field to do, so it's going to be a long, hard slog to get through that today. However, we're going to be generally leaving this combine to do this because we have a whole load of stuff to do with our animals. We need to get our cows working a lot better. The trouble we've got is that we are down to $2,676, which we'll switch over there. There we go. We're down to $2,676. I believe we still have a contract to complete. Yeah, so field 18, we completed that contract last time, so let's collect that. And we've got no new harvesting contracts yet. So when we finish this field, what we'll probably do is we'll go and see if we got some new contracts and go with that. But this one should be worth 39,370, so should be really good. We now have 10,000, so we're going to head back to our farm, where we're going to pick up our truck at the house. And this is one of the really useful things about how this truck is set up, and the setup we have on here. Whoa, there's a car there. We'll just skip across the road, because with our big truck set up and running and doing the carting for the millet, what we can use this for with the gooseneck is for getting some more bales. Because at the end of the previous game day, I had to fill up the feed on the cows, because otherwise we would have lost cows overnight. And as a result, we actually are in a position now where we have very little to no feed, and we've got so many cows. Whoops, not that one. Can we we can connect up that way. There we go. Don't think there are any pipes or anything to connect as we saw before. No. So yeah, and we've got quite a lot of power in this truck. But yeah, we have basically run out of feed, and I've calculated we need 12 silage bales and 12 hay bales in order to actually do stuff. So we're gonna unfold this trailer once I remember how to do it. Yeah, there we go. Put our telehandler on the back, as we did before, because we need to get this down there so that we can actually load up the feed we've got. And yeah, we want to get somewhere in the region of, well, if we need 12, that means we've got to fit 16 bales on here. And it's going to be quite a stack. I don't think we're actually going to have enough money to do this, but we should have enough to at least get our cows fed for the day. So yeah, we'll get this. We'll get that straightened up a little bit first, but we'll get this down to the shop, and once we're down there, what we can do is load up at least. I think we're gonna have to do at least 12 bales of each, get an entire 2 days worth done, and then we don't have to worry about this quite so much during this harvest. So fold that back up, and yeah, we will head down to the shop and get ourselves some bales. Quite useful having a truck with such a such a powerful truck with a top hitch like this. Means that we can, well, we're a little more versatile as a result, and just means that we can actually do things when our main truck is in use. Let's get this off here, and what I'm going to do is we can go 4 high, I think, on here. So we're gonna grab. We can do the bulk bale buy, and as I said, I think we need 12 of each to do a single day. So let's go into here. No, here, bales, and then we should have, yeah, large stack. So large stack of dry grass. That must be, yeah, square bale hay, large stack square, yeah, that must be hay. That there. So we want 12 of these. There we go. And we should be able to stack them on fairly easily. So let's buy that. That's 7,500. Sorry, 7,700. We are going to be paying a lot more, though, for the silage. And I'm very tempted just to borrow the money to do this. Yeah, for 12 of these to get us through the next 2 days is 26,000. And we only have 6,000. So we're going to throw our loan up a little more until we have 27,000 and go back into the shop. And this is the point at which I don't really want to be taking out loans to be doing this, but there's not a huge amount of choice. We need to keep our cows alive, and this is going to be the easiest way to do it. So we'll buy those as well. Yes, okay, back, and done. So yeah, looking good. We've got to fit all of these bales on the back of here, and we've not bought the square stacker this time, so it's going to be a little bit different loading these bales on, but we'll get them loaded up, and hopefully we'll get them back fairly quickly. So we're down to the last 4 bales, and yeah, the way I've stacked this trailer is not the most stable way to do it, I freely admit. We've got all of our weight to the front. We are putting a lot of weight on the hitch and weighing down the back of our truck, and as a result, this is likely to cause the truck to wheelie, which is not great. Not exactly what we want. So the reason why I've done it this way and not loaded them on the back wheels or on top of, you know, put the weight more towards the back, of course, is because I want to put this telehandler on the back. That's why I've still got my ramp at the back down. I cannot do that if my bales are all stacked towards the back. So yeah, we're gonna have to lump it a bit. Hopefully getting the telehandler on there will shift a little more weight towards the back, but it's not an ideal situation really. Let's load this on. It's a case really of working with what we've got. Just want to move that a little bit more forward, so there, that should do the trick. And out, and then we want to get those yeah, done as well, and then this can go on the back. We can transport this all back to our farm, and we'll be in a position to get our animals fed today, which is going to be a very good thing. I'm just going to stick that in there like so. Oh, and turn it off. Perfect. So close up the back. That gets the weight a little more distributed, and you can see, yeah, the back of that is down, the front of this is up. We should be able to alter this a little bit. Let's have a look. Lift front. And that takes the back out. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do, right, is change over to my truck. There we go. We can lower the front a little bit. That sort of evens things out and will mean we get a little bit more traction. And means we'll get a little bit more traction heading back to our farm. And as a result, we should be all good. Let's get this back to the farm and then we can go and check on the progress of our combine. I love how versatile 82 Studio stuff is. It just makes it, well, it is making everything that we're doing on here so much easier to be able to do this stuff this way. But I'm going to park this up here for now. Our cows have a little bit of feed and are okay. First, we need to head up to the field and see what's happening. And actually, we've got a full overloader here. So we need to get that unloaded into our lorry. I have a feeling that we are, yeah, we're fairly full in here already. This probably will give us a full load. So what I want to do is get this empty because our combine is up to 67% full. It's currently working its way on this side of the field, which is a little bit funky and a little bit of an odd shape. So if we unload this, we'll then be able to do the next load. And yeah, this is gonna fill our carting trailer, our big TLX trailer. It is absolutely awesome for this job. And there we go, all emptied. And our combine is up to 82%, so we will head over this way where it is. And I think, yeah, it's going to be emptying in the near future. Our trailer is looking very full though. So where's this headed? And that is turning. And I think it should be doing lanes. So I'm just going to double check what the settings for our combine is. Let's run over here and just have a quick look. So bring up course play, and we'll bring up this, and yeah, it's going through, and it is. You can see we are doing lanes. We are doing lands on here. So it's currently going through and cutting into this piece here, and we'll be finished up in a bit. In fact, it's 99% full. So what I love about course play is it doing this. It being full like this, we want to jump back into this tractor and get that down here as quickly as possible. And if we can get it there before the engine turns off, then we can just set it to unload, which will be great, and we can go and deliver that millet to the sell point. So we'll unload at the front to give our combine a chance to get back in, and we're gonna go and take the millet to unload. Why is that? Ah, combine. Yeah, this is the downside. We need to just come into here because our combine will turn off. So stop driver, start it up, drive course and current waypoint, and that should, no, I'm gonna have to stop him. Okay, I will get this unloaded, and then yeah, we'll head over and we'll get the millet delivered to the sell point. Our trailer wasn't actually full after the last unload, so I've got another 29,296 litres in here. This should be enough to top the trailer off. As a result, we can then go and deliver it to the sell point to continue this mission. We get about... I think we get about 18%. I think the first one I got 18% finished on this contract. From that, we're going to be in a position where we've got a lot of loads to run from here to the sell point. So I think we're going to be left with a lot of millet for ourselves later on to put in our own storage, which will be absolutely brilliant, and should mean that we can make a lot of more money off this field beyond the 38,000 litres, or $38,000 that we're going to get paid for it. And you can see this Demco unloads fairly quickly. It's a nice, efficient piece of kit on here for us, and we just sort of spread the load out. Should all go in. Yep, there we go. Then we can leave this tractor here. Nice full trailer's worth. How much is it? It is 94%. That is enough for us to go and do delivery. We've got to take this up to the sell point at the top, so let's head up there and see how much further along our contract this gets us. And here we go into the sell point. 78,000 litres. So I'm expecting this to do maybe 17% of the contract. Let's have a look as this tips up. This is it's quite good that there's no roof on this, because this tips quite high, this trailer. But yeah, that's going great guns. And that's it, emptied. We are now 35% done. Yeah, so that did another 17% of the contract. I'm going to take this back down the field because, yeah, our combine is ready to be unloaded again. We've a little bit of time now while our harvester is filling up again before we need to go and empty it, and before we need to deliver some more millet to the sell point. So what I'm going to do is we're back down at the main farm here. We are going to do some feeding of the cows. So let's undo all of these now that we're here. And we'll grab some bales off here to do this with. So back this out. Should come out. There we go. And yeah, we'll have to run over and grab a couple of straw bales to pad things out. But we can take bales straight off here to feed. I think we've got like 2 bales each left of these in storage. And the thing is, we are going to be using all of these bales on this trailer today. We need to put in at least 3 more loads into our cows. In fact, no, we need to do 4 because we put a single load in yesterday, or yesterday game day. So, yeah, all of this needs to go in and to feed our cows, because if it doesn't, they are going to be completely out of food. So let's lift this up. And back, there we go. And put these in, and then we'll just have to run down the other side. And this each time gives us 28,000 litres. But it's we can take 29 in here, but it's like 2,000 litres extra. Where we will be able to do a lot better is when we eventually get the maize harvested over here. And what we can do with that then is we'll be able to top up to the maximum with the maize or with the silage from that, and as a result that will allow us to be a little bit more exact and a little bit more and able to use things to their full extent. So that's going to be the plan as far as that goes. For now though, it looks like we're going to be buying hay bales for a while, because we currently have no fields that we can do hay from and no contracts we can get hay from either. So as a result, it kind of ties our hands as far as getting hay done. I think if we look in here, our window for planting alfalfa, let's go down here. So alfalfa planting, the window has opened, so we're going to be doing work on our fields for those, getting those ploughed, getting those planted so that we have a good amount of alfalfa coming in. But I think with the number of cows we've got here, we are going to require, still going to require buying in more hay, because otherwise we just don't have enough. I'm currently doing the fourth and final mix of feed for here. We've, as you can see, we've pretty much emptied this trailer. There is not much left on here, just the last 2 sets of bales. We do need to go and get one more single bale of straw to top this off. Now we should then do it. Let's see if that'll pull there. There we go. Those are in. 2 more to go, and then just a single straw bale to top it off. To be honest, we can probably get away without doing the single straw bale, and the reason why I say that is because 4 lots of bales on here actually is more than what we need. Oh, can we get those on? Yes, they'll slip down this rather nicely. There we go. So yeah, we've got 24,000 litres in here without putting the straw in. We'll save ourselves a little bit of our precious stuff, because if we now have a look here, you can see we're at 83,000 for our cows, which is absolutely perfect. We'll pull this into here and unload it, but that basically means that they're not going to take very much to finish us off. This is TMR without the straw, yeah, there we go. Not very much in there. Total of 90,000 we need. So now we know exactly how much we need for the cows we have. We should be able to more readily sort that. The problem we now have, and that we now need to move on to, apart from the fact that we're going to have to clean this later, we'll turn this off, is because we need to go and take this down to the shop. We've got a fuel issue with our harvest equipment. So let's put this trailer, this flatbed, oh, let's fold it up first. There we go. So we're going to go and put this back into the shed. And with this into the shed, what we can then do is head down to the shop. Ooh, that was close. We'd head down to the shop, and we're going to go and get a new attachment for this truck, because the versatility of this truck is about to come into play, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. As I was saying earlier, one of the things I love about this truck is its versatility. The fact that you can drop the back off like this and get a piece of a kit to go on it that allows you to cover most of the things you want to do on the farm is brilliant. I am going to borrow 10,000 before we go into the shop, because we're going to need that amount. Let's pop into here, and under MISC we have this. This is the TLX 2020 Liquid, I think is what that's supposed to say. Now this does have a slurry setup, and in fact, if I go back out here, it says slurry and digestate. That is if you select the slurry sprayer version of it with that nozzle out the back. If you set it to a multi-product tank, we should be able to transport fuel in this. Main color, I tend to do a jet black for when I'm doing fuel. And design color, we will leave that as the stock. We might actually do stainless steel on that, I think. Yeah. So that actually, I like that setup a lot. Is there a shiny jet black? Black, oh yeah. Black, that might work better. No, I think we're going to go with the jet black. Much nicer, slightly shinier, works well. Lighting standard, work lights, left beacon, right beacon, both. I think we'll put both beacons on. We use this as a transport truck as well, and let's buy that for 4,700. And the reason why we borrowed another 5,000 after that is so that we could go and purchase some fuel. So let's hook this up. Looking out the back there like that. There we are. A little bit off to the side, very off to the side. Yeah, actually, that is a better way to back this up. There we go. That should now connect on rather nicely. There we go. We can turn our beacons off, and we're going to go and fill this up with some fuel and head up to the field. Looks like we've got just enough money to do this, so I'm going to fill it with 4,200 litres. We shouldn't need any more than that. This will keep us going for quite a while. One thing I'm interested in is this going to allow us to fill from stationary as well? So basically work as a stationary tank too. I think that's going to be a fairly interesting thing to find out. And back up to the field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try this on my truck first, on the TLX truck. Hopefully this should work fine. So just back it up a bit. Let's see if this will load this. Oh, wrong truck. Come on, let me get in the right truck, please. There we go. Because this, like everything else, needs to... I think this might be a case of needing to open up the fuel tanker as well. Right, there we are. Nope. Let's open it up, see if that makes a difference. So, open. Like so. It's quite often it does. Yeah, there we go. Filled straight up. Works a treat. Cool. We can take this out to the rest of the field. And the next time the combine stops to be emptied, we can refuel it. Combine is full, so we're just gonna pull up beside it before we go to do the other bit. And I'm gonna drop this off the back. So let's open it up. So it may be a case you need to leave this open. And like that. And we're just gonna pull away like so. And let's just see. It seems to be that the other bit wanted to. And yeah, it did. It filled up from the static tank. Now, with the manual cover, we can do this. So we can externally open and close the covers. So yeah, this is a great static fuel tank for us to have sitting around the yard as well. Really loving that. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, makes this even more versatile, this truck now. So we will, we need to move it out of the way. So we'll move it over to here. And then I'm going to go and get my tractor and trailer, or my tractor and overloader, and get this combine emptied. With my tractor up alongside, we will disengage, course play, start the combine up, and re-engage it. And now that's emptying, and this should fill up our overloader. Another full tank in here will fill our overloader, and that means that we will be taking it over to our truck, which should then fill our truck, which means that we can get another 18-ish% of this contract done and finished. And as I expected, it did. It filled our overloader. So we'll get the auger out like that. And this should then fill our trailer, because this is the second load from this. Bring us nice and close. And out it comes. And we'll try and get a good spread along the trailer. Even the load up. And then we can, as I said, we'll go and tip this, and hopefully we'll complete another whack of this contract. Just over halfway complete on our contract now, and we're gonna deliver this very full trailer of millet, which should be good. Our combine is already full again in all that time we spent, so I'm just gonna tip this here. And this should complete another whack of the contract as it goes up. And yeah, we've now delivered 53% of the grain or 53% of the millet for this. We are now 57% of the way through the contract. We need to get this back to the field and get our combine unloaded again. There's one other job that needs doing today with the animals, and that is that we need to give them some straw. Now, I discovered that actually our flat bale grab won't work with bale stacks this high. So, in order to actually get ourselves started, we need to grab the first 2 sets of bales off the top here. Lower the stack a little bit, and then we can work with it a little bit better. It does mean that it gets a little more complicated to put the initial ones on here. Might be wise actually to use the top ones for feeding stuff, or for feeding our cows, and then the lower ones for doing this. But we shall see. Shouldn't be too difficult to do this though. I mean, it should just be a case of this goes on here, and then in, back, in, up, back off a little bit, and then just plonk that one on there. And it still works fairly well. Does make the bale grab a little less useful on the farm, but in general, I still like it for its ease of grabbing 2 bales off the top. So let's extend this fully and see if we can get 2 of the ones further back off as well, and get this stack working for us. Yeah, we can. There we go. There we are. So yeah, all in all, we should be able to get some straw into our cows. I'm not too concerned about it, and we should be able to get enough in for today to keep them generating the manure, and then we'll probably have to give it a refill up next time. As you can see, our combine is ready to be unloaded again. It is insatiable, that piece of kit. Combine all sorted, and we're going to get the last couple of bales onto here now. There we go. And up, and all good. So that there. This is almost easier than doing it with the bale grab. With the bale grab, I keep having to grab and release the bales. With this, yeah, it's just a case of unstacking it, and yeah, isn't really any more difficult, certainly. Let's start this up, fold this up, and then we can go and make sure that our cows are continuing to generate us some manure. We do have a nice big amount of manure at the moment that we probably need to pull out of the shed and pile up outside, but down the far end here, we just want to get this blowing into here like so, and yeah, sorting our cows out. I think they'll take a couple of these maybe. Might be, yeah, might get up to about halfway, which would be great. Still got a fair amount of mixed ration, having fed them earlier in the day. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. A few minutes later, and with all of our straw unloaded, actually they're in the green. That's pretty good. I'm fairly happy with that. That will keep them going for a while. So let's just back this out. Fairly long reversing process this, but that should be our cows sorted for the day. Actually, with that on the ground, I'm gonna have to turn this around. So that should be our cows sorted for the day, and we just have this harvest to finish off. I think it's gonna be a late one up on that field of millet. A late one it is. It's coming up to, or it's just past 10 o'clock in the evening here. And we are now pulling this load in, which you can't see very much at the moment. It's getting quite dark, but this should be the last load of millet for this contract. We are 91% complete on the contract. Let's see what this load does. We were 71% at the end of the last one, so it's very possible that this could be it. If not this, I think it might be half of the next one. But no, we are 89% done. So I think about another half a trailer should be the end of this transport for this, and then we're going to have a really decent amount left over. So yeah, we're going to keep on at it, get the last load in, and then see how much we have left for ourselves. And the contract is finished. That's quite cool. That means that we've actually delivered everything we need to deliver. All of this millet now can go straight back to our farm. In fact, we can... I don't know how much we've got left. We've got a little bit of field left. We've got everything in this grain cart right now. And we've got this slither up here the combine is currently working on, which is cracking news. That actually is probably going to be a full trailer's worth. Absolutely brilliant. Contracts basically work on a combination, I think, of how much of it you've delivered and how much you've harvested. So you can complete the contract without harvesting the whole field. You can also complete the contract without having delivered all the grain that you would have to otherwise. So it's, yeah, all in all, this seems pretty good. I think we might have, I think we're going to have at least one more trailer's worth of here, which would be really, really good. And then yeah, if we fill this and our overloader, we basically take all of it back to the yard with the stuff in, and then be done with it. It is just gone 11 o'clock in game, so yeah, we might get another couple of full overloader carts off here. If we do, that is going to fill up our trailer and give us something else to take back. In fact, that would be well over 100,000 litres of millet for us to sell for our own use, which would be excellent. Coming to the end of the final row, and yeah, my hopes of having two more overloaders was a little bit too hopeful, but we do have another 26,490 litres off here. We add that to the 44,000 litres we have, and actually that's a really, really nice amount. That takes us up to about 70,000 litres. Means that current price for this, that's worth just under 50,000. Should be dollars, but we've currently got pounds. Yeah, so that is going to be worth quite a considerable amount to us on here. Really, really good. What a profitable contract. That is that means this contract is worth nearly £100,000. I think it's probably a $90,000 contract. Absolutely brilliant. What an end to the day. Let's just do that. We'll get our combine stopped over here, and next time we will be able to cash in on this, because yeah, we have got this millet done. It is 1:45 though, so a really late one. Plonk this here, and there we go. That is our harvest done and dusted. Combine, truck, everything in, and we are ready to head home. So that's where we're going to leave it. That means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.